Warning: the content you are about to see is my opinion on certain topics. I do not want to offend anyone in any way. If you feel offended or do not like what I say, you should turn off the video. I will have no filters, so I'm warning you now. Viewer discretion is advised. I hope you enjoy. I think we got everything in order, so alright, let's start this again. Alright. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Big Rob, aka Rob the Poet, and this is another episode of the Open Your Mind podcast. This is the podcast where I talk about topics from my point of view, and I give you my point of view with an open mind. So my saying is, you may not like what I have to say, but just listen with an open mind before you make your judgment. All right, it's been a while since I've done my podcast. The holidays kind of got in the way. Just dealing with some personal stuff kind of got in the way, so I didn't really have the motivation to actually do my podcast. But it's a new year. I'm trying to be more consistent with a lot of stuff because I'm a type person. I like to do a lot of stuff. I just started streaming. I have this podcast. Like I said, I do poetry, which I need to get back to writing too. So I have a lot of stuff that I like to do, and I just need to be consistent on it. I think the consistency is the key when you're trying to build a brand, trying to build an audience and different stuff like that. So I just need to be more consistent, which I will try to do. I think me having this Twitch stream will be more consistent because since I'm already always playing video games, that's another piece of content I can give you. And while I'm doing video games, I can just switch over real quick, do my podcast, and switch it back. So I think this will be, and I can do a lot more. I also like to cook, which I need to get back to cooking too. So I want to cook on my Twitch stream as well. So I want to do a lot. I just need to be consistent at it. So I think that's going to be the most important thing. But to start off this podcast, I had just got back from vacation. I was with some of my friends. It was probably about 12, 13 of us. We were in Colorado. Oh, man. It was so fun. So much fun. We did so much. Well, not necessarily did so much, but like being there, we did a lot. So we did a lot without doing a lot. So we went to the hot springs, basically just like a hot pool. It was probably about, outside was about 25 degrees, but it felt like 12 or something like that. The pool itself was about 96 to 100 degrees, so it felt amazing. It felt so good. You were more hot than you were cold out in that hot spring. So that was probably one of the funnest things we did. We ate afterwards. Or we kind of just chilled. And we definitely went to the dispensary. You can't go to Colorado or Vegas or someplace that has recreational, and you got to go to the dispensary. So we definitely went to the dispensary. We had some good times. The next day, we had a little mishap, so we couldn't do what we wanted to do. But we got out. We went out and we kind of just, we kind of explored where we were at. We were not in Denver. We were in Woodland Park, which is about an hour and a half or so outside of Denver. We definitely went to the dispensary that day. We just kind of got out the house and we played in the snow. The snow was crazy. It snowed like that like a couple days before, but like the snow was still in full effect. We were in the mountains, so it was cold as shit, and the snow was barely melting, but it was still in full effect, like it was fresh snow. We having snowball fights. I got hit in the face a couple times. Did not like that at all. I didn't get snowshoes because I was just going to get some here. I was going to get some in Colorado, but I never did. So I basically had my Jordan 10s that I've had for years, which have like a thick sole. So I used those as my snow boots, and it didn't work out as well as I thought it would. I fell a couple times, but the snow was amazing. The weather was amazing. It's nothing like Texas, which I love. I hate the heat. I'd rather be in the cold. So I love it. I love it. Also, just man, I would so much rather just live there. Oh man. Give me 1 second. I was trying to do something. I'm not even gonna worry about it. But yeah, we played in the snow. We just enjoyed the day, and we made s'mores. We got a fire started. We made some s'mores. Oh, I haven't had s'mores since I was a kid. I literally had probably about 2 or 3 that night because we were feeling good because we had some drinks and we had some recreational, and man, we were feeling good, and the s'mores kind of hit the spot, man. Oh my god. Definitely play some games. We had some Uno. We had some other type of board games. We had dominoes, which if y'all watching, my friends, y'all know who y'all are. I came back. I beat y'all at dominoes. Y'all was killing me. I came back. I nickel and dime my way to the top. And I won. So it is what it is. That next day, what did we do? We went hiking. I think it's probably about a 2-mile hike at what is it called? Garden of the Gods, I believe it's called. But it was a nice hike. We saw some things called the Kissing Camels, which it was okay. A lot of people, that's what they go there for. Basically, a small rock structure like that looked like camels kissing. But when we went back to the car, you can actually see it a lot better from there. So I was more impressed by that than it was up close. But the hike was nice. We ate again. And then Sunday is when we had to head out. So we went into Denver since that's where, we flew out from. We went to Botanical Garden. We actually ate at this place called Denver Biscuit, which was, oh man, I had some biscuits and gravy, but since I'm vegetarian, I had mushroom gravy on the biscuits. So the brown gravy, oh man, it was so delicious. Speaking of me being vegetarian, I want to salute my friends that I went on a trip with because they knew that I was vegan or vegetarian. They knew how to eat meat, so they made it. They made it a point to whenever we ate somewhere or whenever we got food that they had vegetarian options, and I appreciate that so much. I appreciate my friends for doing that. Because they didn't have to. I would have figured it out on my own, but they made it we ordered food from Walmart, about $200 worth. Everybody got their snacks. Them days like, oh, you're vegetarian. We got you Beyond Meat, Impossible Burgers, whatever it is. So I really appreciate that a lot. So, my diet is something that has become very important to me because, dealing with the health issue as a big guy, losing the weight makes me feel a lot better, and not eating meat makes it feel a lot better as well. That meat can be very, very bad on your body. So much it can. So much stuff can get in that meat. You can get parasite in meat. You can get mold. You can get all kind of just crazy stuff that'll affect your body. So, me becoming vegetarian and kind of working on my body has been important to me. But yeah, man, that was my vacation. And like I said, that weather was nice. That weather was amazing, and then the view was amazing. It was quiet where we were at, and I felt like not necessarily like I was at home, but I felt like I could live there. I've always told my mom and stuff that I wanted to live outside of Texas. I want to live outside of Texas for a couple years just to say I lived outside. I don't want to be the type person who stays in one place forever. Like I want to live. I've always said I want to live somewhere else, and Denver is actually one of the places I want to live. But going into like Colorado Springs and going into Woodland Park, like the mountain area, I think I would. I think I can. I think I would like to live somewhere out there. So I think that would be amazing. Just to live out in the mountains, live in the cold. Just kind of finding myself. Like, I'm getting to a point to where, I'm almost 30 and I know what I want to do, but it's kind of hard getting there. And like, it's a lot of stuff that's going on. So I think I want to just go somewhere and kind of just build me as a person. And then definitely I want to come back and have a family. So in the next couple of years, I definitely want to go somewhere and live outside of that. So, hopefully, definitely, I think I can definitely do that. But yeah, that was my vacation. As a lot has happened since the last time I was on this podcast. I was kind of touch on a couple things. We lost Cicely Tyson recently. If you don't know Cicely Tyson, man, you don't really know. I think she's a part of Black history. She's 90. She was 96 when she died. She's been in so many things, and she was the one proof that showed you that Black does not crack. As she was getting older, she was looking younger and younger, and so I commend her on taking care of herself and just being a great actress that she was. But rest in peace to her. We have a new president, Joe Biden. We got Trump sorry self out of here, so we'll see what happens with Joe Biden. I know everybody's excited about Joe Biden, but I'm the type person like, hey, we got one piece of trash out of here. Joe Biden, please don't let us down. You're gonna have to show, for me personally, you gonna have to show me what you can do. Before I can just be like, oh yeah, you're a great president. So you're gonna have to really put in some work. But yeah, today is February 3rd, which you know what that means. It's Black History Month. I think Black History Month is big in our community because we're Black, but like I feel like everybody needs to really sit down, take some time, and really research Black history. Like, we have been through so much crap, so much shit, and we've overcome a lot. And there's a lot of stuff that we've done that we get credit for, but like it's overlooked. Like, Black people have done so much to make the world better. And it shows you that we are talented. We can do a lot, but like us being slaves, it made us look like we're weak, and we're not weak people, and like we're one of the smartest species out there. We're one of the most powerful species out there. We are one of the most dominant species out there. People try to emulate us so much without wanting to be us. It's crazy how you have a lot of white people try to be like, they try to copy our swag, our style, our aura. They can't do that. Like, we have that because that's what we have. And like, Black history is just so important. I definitely appreciate my people. They're just, like I said, we've been through a lot, so I appreciate how we are now, and we just need to stick together. We need to continue to build up, and one day we're gonna take over, and there's nothing people can do about that. Like, we're gonna take over. There's nothing you can do about that. But yeah, so I just want to let it be known, it is Black history. Everybody, not just Black people, white people, Hispanics, Asians, everybody, y'all need to do y'all history. It's Black History Month. Give us our props. Do your research. See what we have done. And we'll go from there. So, it is what it is. But So the last topic I'm gonna talk about is going to be the Super Bowl. Everybody knows this is the biggest time of year. Super Bowl Sunday. You have 32 teams fight it out from September up until January, and then the last two teams remain fight it out in the Super Bowl. In the AFC, you have the Kansas City Chiefs. And surprisingly, in the NFC, you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Where did that come from? Where did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come from? You got Tom Brady, who is 42, 43. I'm not too sure how old he is. But he is an old quarterback. And he took his team, the first year he's with this team, he took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, we know Tom Brady is one of the greatest, but I think him taking this team at his age and him taking the team that he just got on to the Super Bowl says a lot about him, says a lot about his greatness. LeBron and Tom Brady are the pinnacle of legend, in my opinion. The pinnacle of legend. You got guys who are, LeBron is in his 17th year. You got Tom Brady, who's in his 22nd year. When did he get drafted? No, like 20th or like the 20th year, or something like that. These guys are dominating at their age in their 17th and 20th. Oh shit! Their 17th and 20th year. Like, that is amazing to me. But I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Let's talk about these predictions. Now, in my opinion, I think that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. That's just my pick. Patrick Mahomes has showed that he can be an unstoppable quarterback. Like, he's shown that he can, like, that offense puts up points way too easy. Like, like you seen what happened. What was it? Was it last year? I forgot what game it was. But Kansas City was down. Oh, it was to Houston in the I think in the first and second round of playoffs. It was to Houston. Houston was up. What was it? 24-3? Well, I forgot the score was, but they scored 28 straight points. I think it's 24-0. And they scored 28 straight points to make it 28-24. And then I think I think it was like 42-30. I don't know what the final score was, but they came back. That offense puts up points way too easily. I think if Patrick Mahomes is on his A game, they're winning the Super Bowl again. Now, I'm not gonna act like Tom Brady can't win a Super Bowl, but that defense, Tampa Bay defense, needs to play a little bit better. Now, they did play good against Aaron Rodgers. But they didn't start playing good until late, I think, in my opinion. Aaron Rodgers, he was slinging the ball. He was finding his receivers, and I think towards the end of that game they played a lot better. But Kansas City, man, that is a different breed of team. Andy Reid needs his flowers as one of the best head coaches. He's creeping up on Bill Belichick, in my opinion, as far as one of the best coaches. Now, they have the older coaches and stuff like that, but I'm talking about, I think Andy Reid might, if he wins the Super Bowl, and I think if he wins another Super Bowl, I think he gonna pass Bill Belichick. But he's right there. I think he'll pass him sooner or later. So it just I think they'll definitely get the Super Bowl. But man, I hope this is a good game. I don't want no blowout. I hate watching a blowout game. I hope both offense put up points, and I hope hope it's a defensive game as well. I don't want it to be 58-52 or whatever. I don't want it to be 14-7. I think 28-24 is a good score. 17-24 might be a good score. 20 to 35 points will be a good game, and it'll be a close game. But I think Kansas City pulls it out. So that's my pick. But hey, this is the end of the podcast. Like I said, if you're listening to this, follow my Twitch. It's going to be twitch.tv/RobThePoet92. If you're watching this, if you look up top, all my social media is going to be at the top. So follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and on Twitch. Twitch is where I'm going to be doing most of my stuff at, but then I'm also going to be putting stuff onto my YouTube as well. So, but stay tuned for all that. But I'm glad I got back to my podcast. I like talking to myself. I'm not necessarily talking to myself. I'm talking to y'all, the audience, but I'm talking to myself. I'm answering myself, asking myself questions, and I like it. So you can say what you want, but this is Big Rob, aka Rob the Poet, and that was another episode of Open Your Mind Podcast. Just remember, you may not like what I have to say, but listen with an open mind before you make your judgment. So, peace out.